Welcome back to another episode. Today's topic is financial utility. Now, we've been talking a little bit about educational utility, and that's the idea of what are you able to do with what you know. But financial utility is more about this idea of resourcefulness, financial resourcefulness. In other words, what are you able to do with the finances that you actually have? What are you able to do with the resources that you have, financial resources? So going along those lines, in economics, utility is a term used to determine the worth or the value of a good or service. More specifically, utility is a total satisfaction or benefit derived from consuming a good or service. Now, this could very well be the opportunity cost when it actually comes to your money. So what is the best possible use of your money or finances at a given point in time? Economic theories based on rational choice usually assume consumers want to strive to maximize their utility. And again, having a finite amount of resources with regards to finances, you always want to stretch that to go as far as that possibly can. So consumers wish to stretch their money the furthest. I think that's a true statement in most cases, not in all cases, but in most cases. I know in my case, and most likely, I'd like to ask you, if you actually agree with that. So with that, how do you receive the best products at the cheapest price? That's kind of the fundamental question. Like, how do you actually go about that? And so you don't want to pay too much, but you also don't want to miss out on a good opportunity. So how do you strike a balance of that? Now, there's a number of factors at play with this, but there are some factors that are very, very telling and some patterns that are very telling. So first off, if you spend more than you receive, you will run out of money. That's just kind of how it goes. So if you just spend, and there's nothing coming in, eventually it all is going to disappear. You're going to be in a rough patch. Without reserves, you will never be ready for an emergency. So financial reserves are something that you always need for an emergency. So this whole idea of paycheck to paycheck or living paycheck to paycheck, it just doesn't fly when those paychecks stop. So the whole idea is you want to be able to set up some type of secure foundation so that if something does change, if something does happen, you can keep moving forward. So negotiation is actually a significant factor in how far your money will stretch. This is your ability to navigate through various situations, and it's your ability to solve problems. Negotiation is a very important way to actually address issues and problems, and you do that based on how you interface with whatever the challenge whatever the challenge is in front of you. Finance is also a significant factor in allowing your money to grow, and also being able to budget that. So finance is this whole idea of the study of money, the study of value. How are you actually able to achieve and obtain value, let's say at a significantly reduced cost? And how are you able to essentially give more value than you actually receive on the giving end too? That actually factors in immensely. So you can only limit your spending so much as a way to stretch your money further before you kind of just don't have anything else left. So again, it's all about striking a balance. So before that is even a concern, before that even is a factor, if you've not yet figured out how you want to live, financial utility will not solve your problems. And I want to repeat that because that's really important. If you have not yet figured out the life you want to live, financial utility will not solve your problems. It doesn't matter how well you negotiate. It doesn't matter how good you are with finances. If you don't know what you want, if you don't have your goals in front of you, it doesn't matter. It's kind of pointless. But if you do understand what you want, that's very important to start there. Understand what you want. Then allow financial utility to create a path for you to essentially be able to live the life that you actually want. And you can learn more about how to do just that by visiting KnivesOutWealth.com. I hope you appreciated this message today. It's on financial utility. It's something that everyone has an affinity to and for, but the first thing you have to figure out is what you actually want. So if you haven't figured that out yet, start there. And then step number 2, visit KnivesOutWealth.com. All right, until next time, bye.